Happy Tuesday, June 24th, 2025, everybody. It's the 175th day of the year, and we got some weather to talk about here today because things is starting to go crazy in the United States, starting with the phenomenon that all of you in the central and eastern United States are feeling right now. That's right, it's the feeling of the heat wave, which is continually across the central and eastern United States right now at this moment of time. And this is 8 p.m. for tonight. You can see most of us over here is in the 80s, so that is the probably be the most significant heat wave, especially for along the Atlantic coastline. So let's look up tomorrow, Wednesday, June 25th, and see. And you can see here, look at that. This is where at the heat index, this is where our dew points, this is where our humidity, and look at eastern United States from Baltimore, New York, all the way down to Georgia. It is going to be plumb wild out there. It is going to be in the hundreds, 102, 103, 104 degrees. And if we adding like a dew point and heat and humidity with this, it will feel like about 130 degrees, which is actually likely because this is along the Atlantic coastline, and if we get a lot of moisture from the Atlantic plus from the Gulf of America, this is going to be plumb wild out there. Like if you go outside, you're gonna feel like you wanna go in. So so stay in the air conditioning houses right now. Drink plenty of water. Stay hydrated. Stay relaxed, stay calm inside the air conditioning. And if you don't have the air conditioning, look from your news for a local cooling place that is open around your area. Go in and enjoy your time there, because this is not mobile for this time of year. This is summer, and with this, that is significant. And it's not tomorrow too, it's Wednesday too. Even though it's going to be cooler, it's still going to be in the low to mid, potentially even high 90s here for Wednesday too. And then things is going to start cooling down as we go throughout the rest of the week. But as we go throughout the weekend on June 29th, look at this. Virginia, North Carolina, South Carolina, it's going to be plumb hot out there in the it might even get back to the hundreds again. So, and then you can see we still got this ridge burning up in the east of there, and basically the whole United States may get into the high 80s, into the low 90s here, especially in Ohio where I live. So this is plumb wild, and you can see here it will continue, and then we may finally start to get a trough to burn in by the time we reach July. So. And July 4th, this is also going to be a forecast for July 4th here. The place, if it's the 4th of July, and fireworks, it's going to be like in the 70s. It's going to be nice for 4th of July this year. But we have to be aware of the storm that day. And that's my forecast that we're going to dive into in this video. And then after that, the West Coast will get hot. Like it will. Look at California. If this GFS model is right, if this latest GFS model is right, things are going to get into a hundreds across the western United States with a relief across the eastern. So it's going to be wild. So please subscribe if you want to hear more about it. Other than that, let's talk about storming here. So here's we take a look at the official GFS model for tonight, 8 p.m. tonight. And you can see here that we got storms coming all the way down from New Mexico And believe it or not, part of this is because of a hurricane which hit Mexico. This is bringing moisture up and stuck it into what I call it the ring of fire, which goes around and around the heat wave. There's a ring of fire, and thanks to the hurricane, it's boosting it up a bit, making it very heavy rain for hours, and even flooding too for New Mexico. Like, New Mexico is going to get 4 inches of rain today, and this is going to be because they never got 4 inches of rain before. And if they get 4 inches of rain today in just one day, and potentially more tomorrow, it's going to be a bad flooding day for them. Fresh Friday is a high possibility for the Rocky Mountains out there. So if you guys live there, please be ready for it. And hail too is a possibility with it too, since if you live on top of a mountain, you will get hail with this. So be ready for all of that. Speaking of that, we got some severe weather to talk about up north of there, across the northern part of it, which will go across the middle to higher Great Plains into the Great Lakes here for tonight into tomorrow. And this is what we're going to see. Like you can see tomorrow, this is the big storm that we have to talk about. And don't forget, because we're getting like high humidity and heat and high Cape barons, even though there's no spear, we may get a couple microbursts here across the southeast. So please also take note of that. So be ready for the windstorms with the heat. And you can see here, this will continue for the ring of fire as waves and waves of storms travel across it here until this ridge breaks down. And you can see it, once the trough briefly starts to blow in here, by the time we reach July, all the storming will be reaching as far south as this area. So that's going to be some relief for the heat, and for the big storms. But don't forget, we always have to watch for storms down to the south. So that, especially the daily, afternoon, and evening pop-up storms will be the most greatest due to, afternoon, evening storms for the summertime. So that is what we're going to be watching out for. So, and it's not just me that is predicting this, but the Storm Prediction Center is doing this as well. That people in the Colorado all the way up to the Dakotas is under a slight risk for some severe thunderstorm when we expect scattered severe thunderstorm to occur. The major risk just means the isolated severe thunderstorm, and the light green just means anything that's possible. So keep your watch warning advisories. But this is the part that we're going to be watching for here across today. Wind and hail will be the main threat, but can't rule out the isolated tornado. So tomorrow here, southeast will be under a key of that here tomorrow due to the strong downburst type windstorms from Florida all the way up to North Carolina. That does include Greenville, Charlotte, Atlanta here, Pensacola. So that's going to be for you guys. Plus some huge margins of risk for the Great Plains into the eastern United States. So we'll be on the watch for tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we got southeast, and we got a major risk there. And don't forget, day 4 outlook, we may got a potential for this storm system which may spark up some severe weather across the Dakotas with wind, hail, and isolated tornado will be possible for the Friday, the 27th of June. So that will be possible for the day 4 outlook. So stay tuned for that. And so again, that's it for this video. But before I go, I just want to say that the hurricane season has begun. That is right. Boom shakalaka. We have had a first tropical storm of the year for the Atlantic Ocean. It's dreary, and this is the first Atlantic tropical storm season of the year. Right now it's currently at 40 miles per hour, moving northeast at 15 knots, 17 miles per hour. So But the good news is this should be going away and dissipate as it get caught up with a jet stream here. So that's going to be a good news. But that does remind you, it is hurricane season right now. And it's this time of year again for the coastlines to get ready for it. So, but the good news is it will be the cooler than average for this year. So that's going to be some good news right there. So, bring it up, guys. Okay, so before we go, I forgot to tell you guys the official forecast for the 4th of July, America birthday. And it is going to be nice this year. We may get firework ruin for parts of the southern United States and the whole Rockies with spotty showers and thunderstorms across the Great Plains into the Rockies, but we may get clear, clear across the Great Lakes, so we're going to be lucky to have fireworks this year. So stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for all the other awesome videos coming up right here on the Highland Weather Club. Please make sure you like, comment, subscribe so you don't miss out any of the new videos, and subscribe to the Highland Space Weather Club as well. And I will see you guys then. Goodbye. Whoop.